Currently we have, hey dude, take a look. Look. They claim to discuss T going after Gucci though, dude. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm like whining on them. We will briefly discuss that with you. Also, what else do we have over here, dude? I got her. Yes, that is where we found the video with Michael Jordan. Yes. Man. We're going to show you that very soon as well. Cheers to Gorilla, dude. The culture of trusty billis, man, is something we have. Additionally, we have we also received the X-ray glasses. We would like to provide you with a brief overview of it. You enjoy the phrase, wait for sale. Yo, unwind. Alright. Man, we also got divorced in the society. Do you understand what I mean? Yeah, dude. Man, congrats to Steph Curry. Do you understand what I mean? In any case, thank you for watching Celebrity Source Show. Man, if you're new to the channel, make sure to click the like button if you find something interesting. That is very appreciated. You are waiting for you to tap that notification bell. So go ahead and tap it. And dude, the subscribe button is just waiting for you to click. Go ahead and touch that as well. Hey man, look at this. After the Breakfast Club interview, T appeared to clap back at Gucci Mane. According to a message that was posted on the internet. They posted this as well. I would like you to look at this interview.
I ain't never finna let you paint my motherfucking face in a picture that it don't fit in. I ain't never finna do that. Never finna do that. So, whenever you get over it, whenever you come to a point where you actually do know what you want to gain out of it, something that doesn't just benefit you, something that doesn't just benefit your wife's company, something that doesn't just benefit you and your experience, something that can be passed down to the multitudes of people who walk in after you, who come from the same culture. Because it was something that made you go in that motherfucker in the first place. I don't even go in there. Motherfucker. You went in that motherfucker for a reason. You could have went anywhere else in the world. You could have went to Cheetah. You could have went to Magic. You could have went anywhere. You could have went anywhere in the motherfucking world. You chose to go there. Why? Obviously because it was something. It's something there that made you feel like, okay, this is a level of affluence I want to be a part of. Well, if you want to be a part of it.
Just so you know, dude, this clip isn't related to Gucci Mane at all. Okay, so this is how it appears to be an old vid. It has more to do, in my opinion, with a couple who went to a restaurant and departed T becoming entangled. This kind of strange thing, something like that. Alright, so Gucci Mane has nothing to do with that clip. Furthermore, Gucci Mane has already stated that he called people up and ended all of his arguments with various people. This is rather intriguing because many people have seen the interview with Gucci Mane and his wife and were saying things like, yo, this is give and get out type stuff. They also don't really trust his wife for standing up for her husband, taking care of him, and protecting him emotionally. You understand what I mean when I say this? According to what I hear, she had his documents, his millions or whatever, and she flipped out of it while he was imprisoned. Do you understand what I mean? After that, she defends what she considers to be valuable him. She shields him from society, social media, and other things. Even the man's phone is taken by her. Therefore, I don't necessarily believe that Gucci Mane's wife is having any problems. Actually, as far as I can tell, isn't that correct? Because we are only able to see what they permit us to see. However, based on appearances, it appears like she cares deeply about her husband. Yes. See what I'm saying, do you? And doing a great job of defending him. Do you follow me? However, notice how the website that shared that video appears to be upset that Gucci and T are having fun together. They were probably upset because they relaxed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Well, but that was excellent clickbait. Who is the website that published that, by the way? I simply stated it. You recall, how Michael Jordan said the other day that he was so terrified when a group of young children urged him to make a single free throw. Only one. He claimed to have been quite close to sitting bricks in those drawers. Do you understand what I mean? It seems that a video of the incident has surfaced, and if you watch it, you can tell that the man was quite terrified. DF, I would like you to quickly glance at this. Interview.
Got it?
They can't. But you know where that line come from? The line used to be in. We moved it out.
Right.
How? What? Look at you.
Yeah,
You know?
Lucas, move back,
See the
buddy.
center circle?
Move back.
You remember the center circle? They didn't have it. Will Chamberlain used to take a drive, take off, and lift. That was the free throw. So now you can't start the shot outside the center circle, and you can't break this line until it hits the rim. That's what Will Chamberlain was. Lord have mercy. Please take it. Now that was pressure, man. I ain't been in a while. I was nervous.
Hey, dude. That long run out is being told. So I'm like, dude, go for it, dude. Over here, it's true. Alright. My brother was, look, I was kind of going to interrupt story time, bro. The hoop was much farther back in my day, you know? It was higher and much wider. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking, yo, if bro missed that shot, he'd have killed everyone there. First up, the cameraman. Don't tell me he would. Alright, additionally, you must first get the cameraman. Everyone is aware of that, Alright. Bro would have slid down the wall, cried, and gone to the bathroom. Look, everyone would have said, hey, Mike, are you okay in there, Mike, my friend? You sound like you're crying, my friend. You would have said, I'm fine. I'm alright, dude. I'm doing fine. Would you like to give it another go, Mike? Would you like to attempt the free throw once more? That was going to have if he had missed the free shot, it would have been disastrous. Yes, the fear is evident. But look, dude. I believe his muscle memory returned. Man, that's the whole deal. Never do you understand what I'm saying. Boy, it's muscle memory. You will be restrained by that joint. And man, it kept him down. He succeeded in making the shot, to be honest. I'm shocked that he says, I haven't really thrown a free. How is he not shooting if he enjoys it so much that he stated he would be happy to take a miracle medication even if it meant being able to play ball again? It's just in his heart, but man, let me tell you something. When you have something in your heart, it is insane. Are you aware of what Jesus said? He stated, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Oh no. Oh, by the way, I think one of the greatest male groups is planning a historic 2026 tour. Additionally, that male group is called New Edition. Man, hurry up. Do you understand what I mean? Additionally, they will be playing with the gorgeous Toni Braxton and the iconic Boys to Men. Man, this may be the first time they've all taken the stage together. Do you understand what I'm saying? I adore Boy to Guy, dude, yo. Man, those guys are really cool. Do you understand what I mean? Look, from what I hear, the trip will cover 30 cities. It's going to be an absolute blast, you know? And it will begin in Oakland, California on January 28th. Dude. If California still exists, because there may not be a California at all. You never know. Alright. Well, let's get started. I don't intend to be disparaging of them, but I do mean the current state of the globe. You've been waiting for this, so now go ahead and fill up your piggy bank. This is what you've been waiting for. What if you gave your woman tickets to see Boys to Men in New Edition as a surprise? She seems like she might give you a public kiss. You'll be like that. Yeah, that'll be better than what Ross got. Yes, I am aware of it. I am aware. He got rid of her because she didn't want to kiss him in public. Speaking of which, I believe Bowie may be a little infatuated with an artist. Do you know the identity of that artist?
Glorilla.
I would like you to listen to his thoughts regarding your girl Glorilla. Man, just have a quick look.
Man, I sat next to Glorilla tonight. Glorilla popped her shit for her nigga tonight. That's my man. Man, Glow and Mulatto need to make the song, but that's my man. Glow, you cut up tonight. You cut up tonight. Hey, rebound.
Man, you were very tickled. Yes, indeed, indeed. Cardi B Glower, Melly Monaco, and Megan Thee Stallion. It seems that you have to become renowned if you want to be an athlete. Do you understand what I mean? You say something like, I'm good. They've spent too much time with too many ladies, you see. They have existed for a long time. Please give me the rundown. That's most likely what the women are saying. Actually, I have a question for you women. Let's get real, ladies. To be honest, all right? And look, we're not going to pass judgment on you in the comments. We will simply allow you to express yourself anonymously. All right. However, I would like to ask you a question if you have the time. Do you understand what I mean? Would you date an athlete who had millions of direct messages from women, or even hundreds or thousands? Like $1 million athlete, isn't that right? If an athlete had hundreds or thousands of ladies in their direct messages, would you be comfortable with them placing keys in front of them wherever they go? Correct? Or would you rather work 9 to 5 and earn roughly $100,000? Do you understand what I mean? Women who have only thoroughly investigated the man are in his direct message. Do you understand what I'm saying? Telling him that he's hilarious. What would you rather? He asks. Would you truly want to date a famous person or an athlete? Or do you feel as though you're likely incapable of doing that on an emotional and mental level because you don't want to? Don't you get what I mean? I'm interested to hear your thoughts on that. Are you lying too? The other thing is that all right. Because a lot of folks seem to be saying, oh, I want a 9 to 5. All I want is a normal dude. You quickly leave them when you get them and the basketball player shows up in your direct message, officer. Where are we over here, huh? Oh, and in relation to that, you mean Chony Billups and Rouge being arrested for scam gaming or scrambling as I like to refer to it. All right. I have a really interesting question about the culture or myself, and I'm sure you have the same one. I want you to pay close attention to this question because, as you may recall, it was claimed that these men were jailed in connection with a mafia-initiated cheating scandal and other similar incidents. I would like you to quickly review this interview.
Uncovered a mafia-backed illegal gambling ring. Why they showing us pictures of Chauncey Billups and Scary Terry? Literally, where are the mafia people? You want me to believe that Chauncey Billups masterminded an x-ray table and marked cards and contact lenses and all of that? Where are the real people who was responsible for this? You say it was some other people who set that up, and you showing me pictures of Chauncey Billups. Listen, I was born in the morning, not this morning. Chauncey Billups did not mastermind this. Now, take part in it, I'm not sure, allegedly. But where are the people who organized it and set it up? I haven't seen one picture of nobody. All I'm seeing is Scary Terry and Chauncey Billups over and over and over again on my timeline. Put the real people up since you figured it out. Also, SNAP benefits are about to expire. Why are we using government funds on some NBA pro? Who cares? If they doing stuff that's illegal, it's up to the NBA to figure that out and be responsible and be liable.
It's a really good question. Why did I just hear about the arrests of these black men? Genuine conversation. For example, why is that the only why? Look, you all brought up the mob and the mafia. Then what? Who do I witness being taken into custody? A group of black men. Man, what the devil? This is what he meant when he said, as if he wished to return and restore America's glory.
He meant this when he said, going back.
Such things, don't you think? Where they attempt to instill in you the belief that, well, you know who does frauds. Do you understand what I mean? Companies haven't been defrauding individuals for years. For example, all right. Not all lobbying is the same as scamming. Now, hurry up. Insurance is not fraudulent. Let me rest. Why? Why? For example, insurance received all of the money you paid. If they were comparable to all of the money you spend on insurance, that would make sense. If they said something like, if you give us, we'll give you like a portion of it back, that would make sense. Do you understand what I mean? For example, if they agree, we would return 35% of the money you invested in it to you. I could understand it. I wish I could comprehend that. But hurry up, it's not a fraud insurance. However, these people are con artists. These are the men you should pursue. However, in relation to it, have you had a chance to see the X-ray glasses used in the scam? I would like you to look at this. This is crazy. Look at this, will we? Man, pay attention. Consider how they might have received X-ray glasses similar to these if they had received one. If this is the case, correct? If this is the case with these ordinary folks, then the NDA or whatever is correct. Can you picture what goes on at a casino? For this reason, I don't believe that going to those is a bad idea at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? There is a tale of the woman who won, and they brought her to the back and said, "We're not going to give you the money." After that, they gave her something like a sandwich and $1.36 or something. Do any of you recall that tale? Do any of you recall hearing about that story? The woman who prevailed. However, there was a woman who was genuinely Katrina. I'm not sure whether there's a clip, and I won't even go into the tale, but she was named Katrina. Katrina. I would like to mention that Katrina Bookman won a lot of money on a slot machine. Queens, Jamaica. Alright. In Jamaica, Queens Resorts World Casino. Alright. Well, she prevailed. She snapped a selfie with the machine showing off her $42,949,672 winnings, which would have been the biggest slot machine prize in US history. She says, "Oh, I can't even describe the feeling, like my whole body got numb, baby. So, what did I win?" Was what I said. "Oh, you didn't win anything," they say. Do you get what I'm saying? All plays and payouts are nullified by malfunctions. They said as much. They then provided her with a complimentary steak meal. She continued, "All I can think about is my family." Yes, additionally, they will remain exactly as you left them. Are you getting what I'm saying? Man, that is messed up. However, that's how they accomplished it. Do I even possess a? Let me quickly play the video for you. Interview.
Call it the $42.9 million selfie. Katrina Bookman's flashing her mega smile because behind her on the slot machine screen, evidence of her mega win.
I don't want others to think about it's not safe.
Katrina's used to disappointment, raised in foster care, homeless as a teen. She then raised 4 kids all by herself.
The struggle that I've been through is so hard for me to kind of cope.
The mother's already earmarked the millions buying a barbershop for her son and giving a big chunk back to her community.
Man, I'll tell you, man, them people the devil, bro. Anyway, the FBI had to speak on that whole Chauncey Billups thing. I want you to take a listen to what they said. Take a listen.
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals.
I'll tell you what, dude, those individuals are the devil. In any case, the FBI had to discuss the entire Trinity Billups issue. I would like you to listen to what they had to say. Listen to.
Morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation. And we could not have done it without our interagency partners that are before us today. the NYPD, HSI, and teams of law enforcement officials from around the country made this day possible. It takes a team to bring this kind of justice, sweeping justice, into the halls of the United States courtrooms, where our brave United States attorney has led this prosecution. It takes courageous prosecutors to stand before you and say, we will not allow this kind of illicit activity to happen, not only at the national sporting level, but also where it hides in La Cosa Nostra. And when these two collided together, they perpetrated a fraud.
You know what's insane? In other words, people don't really care about their legacy or how they will be remembered in history. You get what I mean when I say that you're not worried about your legacy, buddy. Nobody's going to take anything like this, is there? Come on, dude. His words were, "Oh, the US attorney is brave." Yeah, I bet they're brave. I said, do you hear them sobbing about it all the time? Well, a lot of people still subscribe to the channel, and I really thank all of you who do. YouTube does, of course. I believe they state that occasionally users discover their own membership has been terminated. I'm sure I'm saying 419 now, so check your subscriptions again. It might be lower tonight, so I might check. Do you understand what I'm saying? However, I would like to thank you for helping us climb. For that, I really want to thank you all. That's the top priority, alright? A big shout out to you, man. Thank you so much. That seems like a huge issue to me. 400, there are moments when I think, yeah, 419, that's kind of, that's not bad. It isn't, but for many individuals, that's a big issue, dude. Do you understand? Yo, celebrity, I triple dog dare you to shout your boy out on my 37th birthday. October 24th, Mr. Jeremiah remarked. God bless you and thank you, indeed. Well, happy birthday, bro, Mr. Jeremiah, man. I detest birthday shots, Cheers to your birth. You have maintained that body's functionality for another year. Alright. You managed to keep it together. Look, you're still here somehow. Do you understand what I mean? Like that old, outdated coupon that everyone always has in their wallet. Do you understand? Yes, I suppose. Look, I hope that everything you promised to correct on your birthday has happened. Beginning Monday. Alright. We both know, though, that you're going to postpone it until after the holiday and then until things settle down. That's actually code for never, isn't it? I hope you receive a ton of birthday wishes from folks who haven't spoken to you all year long but are merely pretending to be very interested in you. I hope your birthday cake turns out to be really dry. Do you understand what I mean? Because consider it. It would be a bit ridiculous to expect it to be a flawless birthday cake. Do you get what I'm saying? Additionally, Mr. Jeremiah, you appear to have maintained your youthful appearance. The degree of difficulty has gone up. Okay, yes. I did say that. Yes, I did say that. Well, Barry Pute, I'm going to turn on myself just this once, Barry Pute declared. If you have that switch in your car, I'll give you the ninjas game. Alright, Barry, go on. Ninjas should be in charge of the team if that switch is in the vehicle. No matter what, the chief moneymaker refuses to accept responsibility. Before you do anything else. Get that straight. Perhaps you shouldn't even have a switch in the car, in my opinion. Perhaps in this case, the person with the money and your support when you're locked up to all bets off is the father mucker. If he doesn't fulfill his obligations and doesn't have your bail money, that's what I think. Do you mean snitch, bro? According to him, the game was cuffed up by father muckers, and that's how it's meant to be. If a underscore had taken care of their family and completed their studies, I believe they would have served their sentence. The game is cuffed once more. Yes, indeed. Yes, look, man, just think about it and don't do anything illegal. Do you understand what I mean? Whatever happened, someone got you in the car. The money generator can now leave, but you might think, hey, what do you know? Instead, I'm going to go. Do you see what I mean when I say that you will distance yourself from your family and your kids in order to prevent this other guy from doing the same? Especially in the event that it isn't your piece. Not in my opinion. Sir, I don't agree with you. Oh, Scoop Diggy continued. Yo, the crazy part is how they are calling out all these black folks for their wrongs. But when it comes to these white folks, they are not calling out Ish. However, I feel that way about it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Warwick, give him a shout. Yo, celeb, I considered it, and then you essentially said it, my man said. Diddy is simply now in a position where he may be touched. It is not a threat to wake up with a knife at your throat. Everyone he wronged over the years. It's obvious that he might be moved by it. Yes, it's accurate. And that's if it's even true, he stated. Indeed. In addition, I wonder if that anecdote was ever true. To be honest, I have a feeling that this narrative isn't real. Observe my impoverished neighbor. Do you not recall the person who threw the lawnmower? Oh, take a look at him. He's going to bring his child to the Halloween party, dude. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, I'm going to take the child to the Halloween party. Is the child wearing an ice costume? It's ice, dude. Bro. Injustice child. My dear, you will not attempt to stop them in that manner. I apologize. I'm sorry. Permit me to maintain my attention. And at last, yes, that's my neighbor. Why would you mention anything about ice, you ask? Because I believe that the child was not dressed. You know, his attire is somewhat reminiscent of that of a police enforcement officer. Anyway, don't worry about any of it. Where are we over here, huh? Well, a divorce, yo, man. Man, a divorce. It appears that Whack 100's wife may be divorcing him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Consequently, this is extremely bad news. For example, whether or not you like the individual and such. Man, a lot of the material we discuss is merely for your amusement. Therefore, it's very horrible when someone is going through a divorce or something like... that's awful. Do you understand what I mean? Wipe 100. After 23 years of marriage, his beautiful wife, Kimberly Ross, has formally filed for divorce, man. Do you understand what I mean? Man, that's a long time. 23 years, dude. Man, that's a long time. Many folks, dude, haven't been married for 10 years. Man, they haven't been wed for 12 years. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, I'm curious. Are you all married? We may have some new people in the building, but I believe I asked you all this before. Do you understand what I mean? Please let me know how your numbers are, guys. Man, you mean you're married? Man, how long have you been married? Have you managed to surpass 10 years?
10 years.
How many of you have been married for 15 years and experienced infidelity from your spouse? I'm interested in that. No. Don't answer because it will lead to an argument and you'll be upset when you start penning it. Forget what I just stated. Alright, it should be removed from the record. Correct. Oh, and the cheater is the one who loses their temper first. What about that? What if we did it that way? What if we did it that way?